Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are blessed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day or are having a wonderful day. So it's your girly Saint Harper, and today we're going to be going over my current favorites and what I have on my fashion wish list for 2024. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Make sure you guys subscribe, comment below, give this video a thumbs up if you thoroughly enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of this video in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with my current favorites, my current obsessions. So I've been obsessed with this Charles Jeffrey scarf. Literally, I feel like it is the cutest, it's the comfiest, and I feel like it's a necessity for when it gets really cold out. And they have it in red, and that's one of my favorite colors. It's very vibrant, and I feel like it's gonna be very nice to style, and it's gonna give my outfits that extra boldness that they possibly could use. Or when I'm doing more of a neutral, I can use that red scarf to give it that little bit of pop that the outfit could use just to take it to another level. And the next thing that I have on my list, I did kind of want to go with like the outdoor technique style, just really get into like the natural nature green feel and look. I did go ahead and write down some green loafers. I feel like they are just so cute, they're so cool, and I don't have actually a lot of green in my wardrobe, so I wanted to kind of adventure out of my comfort zone and try new colors to bring in and see if I like them, because if I do, that means I am going to be purchasing more of them. So I want to just, kind of try something new and just get a feel for it. And also, I don't usually do loafers, so I am gonna be trying loafers for like the basically first time, and it's not even in like a color I usually would go for. So the next one that I have on my list, gingham shoes. I think they're really cool. I mean, they kind of play into like the ballet flats and like Mary Jane flats, like the Doc Martin ones. They kind of play into that entire like aesthetic, and I think they're just so cool, and I wanted to try them out. It's something different than what I usually would purchase, and I feel like that would be because I'm kind of like obsessed with it now, so it's kind of like something I really want. Like that should have probably been like the first thing I put on my wish list, but I kind of like really love it, so I will be getting that. And I just think it's really cool, it's different, it's unique, and you can really stylize it different ways with different garments, different pieces of clothing. And even like with socks, you can stylize them with socks and really make them edgy and different. So I personally am excited for that. The next thing that I have on my list, hair has been like a super trendy wave, and the thought of it is just so cool because you're like comfy yet still very stylish, and I think it's just a really smart way of styling a shoe, because we want to be comfortable but we also want to be very stylish. And I see a lot of like sporty shoes, like Nike shoes, and different type of shoes that are recreated with like a heel, or even like, I mean, they have all types, and it's just still giving like the comfy sporty look of a sneaker, but you're also like mixing it in with the cuteness of a heel. And I think that is really cool. It's really different, it's very edgy, and I personally am here for it, and I would love to try that. So that is definitely on my list. I'm a super big fan of vintagey pieces, so having like a vintage belt and like stylizing it different ways can only make your look so much cooler and edgier. And if your thing is vintage and super stylish in that way, I definitely would say get a vintage belt. That is on my list because I kind of like love like the edgy look, and I also love vintage. So just mixing those two together is really unique and stylish. So I have that on my wish list, and I've actually come across a couple really cool and nice vintagey belts on Depop and also on like these small brands on Instagram as well. So I definitely am like super excited to venture out into like the belt look, like the unique belt look. Like I know they have smart sneakers, but these are smart belts in my opinion. I'm super excited to venture out into that and kind of play around in that and try it out. The next thing I have on my list, fan of denim shorts over tights. I think that is the most coolest thing ever, okay? I am obsessed with it, and whenever I see a Pinterest girly style it on Pinterest, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to try that out. Like, I need that in my wardrobe. And I finally came to the realization that it is a much needed piece, especially towards the fall. You'll be seeing a lot of people like trying different color tights and stylizing it with different pieces of clothing, layering, and also a lot of denim. So the fact that you can stylize not just a denim skirt, but like denim shorts, I think that's like the coolest thing ever with tights. I mean, that's just really unique and different. So I have that for sure on my wish list, and I'm super excited to try that out and just find my way of stylizing it. Like I said, I'm trying to add new pieces to my wardrobe and just make it more stylish. So I'm super excited to adventure out into that trend and actually make something really obsessed with and into, or like really chunky like bracelets and rings. Even though I'm not wearing any right now, I did recently kind of like splurge and buy some. So I am really into like the chunky bracelets. I mean, they're just really cool, specifically like the gold ones. They have silver ones, but I kind of like gold on me for some reason. I feel like it just works in my undertone really well, and I just adore it and love it, and I'm like literally like obsessed, and every time I see a girly with it, I'm like, oh my gosh, where did you get yours from? Those are so cool. I need to know. Like, I'm literally obsessed with it. And I also really love like the super cool and unique ways of styling your rings. So like super chunky rings mixed in with like some Victorian styled or vintagey looking rings. I think those are the coolest, and they're like just really unique, and you don't see a lot of people with that. So to be able to kind of like stylize that with like the really chunky bracelets, it's just extremely interesting and is something really inspiring and cool. The next thing that I have on my list, really cool cheetah print, whether it's like a cheetah print choker, a cheetah print headband, hat, gloves, anything cheetah print, I am like so obsessed with. And not even just cheetah print, but it can also be like leopard print. I'm obsessed with that as well. For me, animal print is very huge, and that is something that is on my wish list. Like anything animal print, anything animal print, I really am excited to try out, and that is definitely on my wish list to try and just kind of see what I could come up with those different type of patterns and just experiment and see what I can just. Next thing I have is Coach purses. I've been loving Coach so much, and I feel like the internet has been loving Coach too. Honestly, it's just a really nice bag, and you can stylize it if you want to do like a vintagey look to your outfit, or if your thing is vintage, if your thing is edgy. Like, they literally have something for everyone, okay? So you cannot go wrong with a really nice Coach bag. I love like the charms. I think that's really cool. That's super trendy right now, and I personally think that is something that will kind of like always be in trend. You'll see it come, you'll see it go. I feel like it's something that a lot of people will gravitate to because it's not just an everyday normal bag. You can actually stylize it really well, and you can play around with it because you can use different charms and just make it really nice and make it for your own personal style. So definitely having a really nice Coach bag with charms is on my wish list. Shoes, to be exact, these were on my wish list, and I was able to get these and I'm so happy I did. These are so cute. These kind of remind me of the Steve Madden like flats. I think they're just the coolest, honestly. And I just love how edgy this is. Like, look at like the studs. Like, studs are really, really big. So like studded belts, studded purses, studded shoes. Like, this is so cool. I feel like this is really unique and edgy. I just love like the shape of it. Definitely the pointy toe is always a trend. Like, you cannot go wrong with that. And like it kind of reminds me of like a belt. And I just had to get these. Like just they're so cute, and the style of it is just really awesome, and they're very comfy. And I'm so happy I got these. So I literally was able to check off something on my wish list, and I'm happy I did. On my wish list is the ASOS green like leather. I believe it's leather, I'm not sure, but it's a really nice like puffer jacket. Like, it's just really, really cool, and I think it is just awesome. And at first when I saw it, I was like, I don't know, because I am venturing out into color, and like the green kind of threw me off. It is like a guacamole green, so I wasn't really sure whether I liked it or I didn't like it. But I actually like kept looking at it and thinking, like, I went on Pinterest and I was like, let me try to find at least some outfits that are kind of similar to, or that have like the guacamole green in it, and they're maybe styled with jackets that are similar to the one that I'm looking at. And I actually started to like it. Like, it grew on me. And next thing you know, I'm writing this down on my wish list, and I'm like super excited to hopefully purchase it one day and try it out and see if I actually like it. If it's still relatively in style and trend, then I will get it. But honestly, if I really like it, like, I don't really care about the trend, I'm still going to get it because I personally really, really like it, and I can stylize it different ways. The next thing that I have on my wish list are Gap sweaters. I've really been like obsessed with Gap sweaters. I think they're the coolest, they're the cutest. They really get like this vintagey look to your outfit, and it's kind of like vintage and preppy mix, and that's why I really, really, really need them. And I could like wear them, and the material is usually kind of thick, so it's gonna keep me nice and warm. So I definitely love like their variations of sweaters. I think it's really cool, it's really nice, and obviously gonna keep me really, really warm, and that's like super important. So definitely I'm loving that. And we are at the last part of my wish list, which is nothing. We are done, and hopefully I'll have more to add. Honestly, I'm gonna keep searching and seeing what I can find. But thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed my wish list as much as I did, because I really enjoyed this. And once again, thank you for subscribing, commenting, and liking. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye, girlies.